You're watching Business Television India.
Hello and welcome. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and you're watching Rajneeti. The Natak in Karnataka is finally over. A 14-month-old government has fallen by a division trust vote that was conducted. The majority of the Congress JDS government falling to 99, the Bharatiya Janata Party at 105 out of a total number of seats of 204, and this clearly means yet another state is now going the Bharatiya Janata Party's way. And there you have it, visuals from the streets of Bengaluru, live visuals, BJP supporters with their flags out on the streets, B.S. Yediyurappa saying that he will stake claim. And let me get into the debate straight up. Rajeev Chandrasekhar, Rajya Sabha MP and BJP leader. Rajeev, welcome to BTVI. A long drama, almost a fortnight long, has panned out. Explain to us now what is the likelihood of a new government formation. By when is Mr. Yediyurappa likely to stake his claim?
No, so before we get into that, Siddharth, I think it's important that your viewers understand what has happened in the last several days. That a government that had obviously lost its majority was, despite the governor's instructions and messages to seek confidence vote, despite the Supreme Court intervening and talking about accepting the resignations of the MLAs, was in the last 5 days essentially running amok. It was working contrary to the constitution, ignoring law, ignoring the governor, the constitutional head of the state, and it is a sorry state of affairs, and it had to come to this, which is 4 days of this Nataka, as you said at the top of the program, to come to what should have been a very simple process that the constitution has provided, which is demonstrate your majority or go. That is the basic principle of democracy. Anyway, the CM tried to stay on, tried to use everything he could to stay on, and the MLAs have rejected him. So that is that. But in terms of going forward, it is clear that the BJP, as the single largest party in the assembly, has a legitimate right to stake a claim to form the government and to deliver what is urgently required, which is good governance in the state of Karnataka. And I presume that the leadership will discuss that with the High Command of the BJP and decide that in terms of timing and the other strategies required.
Rajeev, you made a valid point of taking our viewers back to what has happened, and I want to take a follow-up question. In hindsight, what was Mr. Kumaraswamy hoping to achieve through this protracted proceeding? Was he hoping to get back some MLAs? Was he hoping from Supreme Court relief, or just play to the gallery? Because what we couldn't understand was some of the bizarre scenes from the assembly. Trust votes have been lost in the past by various parties. If you recall how Atal Bihari Vajpayee gave up with grace, politically was Mr. Kumaraswamy trying to do something for the local electorate in Karnataka?
Yeah, no, and his father himself, Devegowda ji, has lost a confidence vote in Parliament and walked away with great dignity. I think here was a situation of a leader who really had absolutely no popular support. He enjoys the support of only 34 MLAs in a house of 224, was absolutely, chief minister without any mandate remotely, and was trying to hang on and cling on to power for as long as he could. It was clear to everybody who is a close observer of Karnataka politics that what he was calculating on the last 4-5 days was to try and woo some of these MLAs back, or to try and woo some MLAs from the BJP. I have personally seen some of the SMSs that he has sent to BJP MLAs saying, please can you speak to me for 2 minutes? Please can you return my call? That was a desperation, and that was a level that this gentleman was stooping to. Absolute, disgraceful, sad situation of trying to cling on to power at any cost.
Rajeev, 36 months are left as of now for the term of the current assembly. And a lot of people are asking this question already. Will the BJP be able to deliver a stable government? Because even with today's vote, the majority is not very big. It is wafer thin, if I may were to describe it that way.
No, it's 46 months, Siddharth. It's only 14 months of the term that is over. There's 46 months left. It's a 60-month government. I have absolutely no doubt that the programs and the governance vision and the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Amit Shah in terms of delivering governance using the micro-architecture that has been created at the central government level to start delivering to the last man, last woman standing. It will be on display even in Karnataka, and that is the promise that the BJP of Karnataka is making, which is that we will deliver good governance. We will address the issues of drought and farmers' crisis that have been left unaddressed for so many months. We will address the crisis of governance in Bengaluru and other cities that has got lakes burning, roads potholed, garbage stinking, and so there is a lot to do in terms of governance, and I have absolutely no doubt that the Kumaraswamy government set the bar so low that it will be very easy for the BJP to do a superior job to it. But the bar that the Prime Minister has set for all BJP governments in the country will be the bar that the BJP in Karnataka will aspire to meet.
One final question, Rajeev, before I let you go. Is it certain, and I am repeating myself, is it certain that the BJP is forming the government, or is there a likelihood of a slip between the cup and the lip?
No, I think, look, it has been clear from the elections of 2018 that the mandate was always for the BJP, and neither the Congress or the JDS had a mandate. Yes, it is clear that we fell short of a majority by a few seats in 2018, but it is clear now with this sort of rejigged assembly that we will have a clear majority, and we will have, with these two independents supporting us, 107 members in the House, in the House of less than 210. So I think we are quite clear that we have always been the party that had the mandate out of the last elections. The opportunistic alliance between the JDS and the Congress, neither of them had a mandate, was the one that has put the state back by almost 5-7 years in terms of development, and that will be the focus, which is to try and get back into a narrative and discussion and discourse of development and governance, rather than which brother or which grandson is going to be the next leader of the JDS, and which dynast is going to be the leader of the Congress.
Right, Rajeev, and very clearly the number that you've given us is the number that we are going to focus on, 107 members for the BJP in a house that you described of less than 210. Rajeev, thank you very much for that quick update, as the BJP in Karnataka has already issued a tweet, viewers, calling it's the victory of people of Karnataka. It's the end of an era of corrupt and unholy alliances. We promise a stable and able governance to the people of Karnataka. Together we will make Karnataka prosperous again. And of course the responses to that, including by one Mr. Kartik Bhardwaj, saying no, it's not a victory, it's the beginning of unconstitutional horse trading government, and that just tells you about immediate reaction and feedback that you get. And let's open up the floor, and I have a big panel with me here. Tejas Mehta, political commentator with us from Bengaluru on Skype. Anuj Gupta, Bureau Chief of the Navbharat, here with me in the Delhi studio. Priya Ranjan Das, senior journalist. Rajesh Mahapatra, senior journalist, who is joining us on Skype from Bhubaneswar. We also have Dr. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, national spokesperson, economic affairs of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Shubhamoy Bhattacharjee, consulting editor of the Business Standard, with us. Pooja Mehra, author and journalist, with us. Kingshuk Nag, author and journalist, with us from Hyderabad on Skype. We will also get some other